Good morning, everyone. My name is Kimberly Hisler, and this is my colleague, Betsy Ballard. Thank you, everyone, for coming to our ribbon cutting for the Patton Solar Array. Following our speakers and the ribbon cutting, you're invited to tour the gardens, look at our handcrafted quilts, and enjoy refreshments. Please join us for the Pledge of Allegiance.
To the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
The Star Spangled Banner will be sung by members of the Patton Ensemble. Thank you to the following people for joining us today. Pennsylvania State Senator Dominic Pileggi. Also, Pennsylvania State Representative Chris Ross.
There are a number of people from Tri-M that we would like to thank. Tom Musser, Chairman, and his lovely wife, Bonnie. Jim Horn, President and CEO. Tracy Musser-Vargas, Communications Manager. Will Mullins, who really was the first person that we met and has been with us for the last couple of years. And Kathy Irvine, who has helped to put so much of this together. And I'd like to also thank people from Longwood for coming. Michelle and Lori. And Bella. And a huge, huge thank you, and I hope I don't mispronounce this, Walt McCure from United Electric Supplier, one of the vendors that kindly donated the materials for the solar array. Motec and Schletter, neither of which is able to be here with us today. We do have something that we would like to present to the vendors a little bit later on and to Tri-M. Also, school board member Kathy Doe. And our school officials, Tim Hoffman, who is our principal. We have to thank Bruce Vosberg, our former principal, for believing in us from the beginning. John Stanville, Superintendent. Ken Batchelor, Assistant Superintendent. Backing up Carolyn Daniels, School Board. John Nolan, Director of Curriculum and Instruction. Rick Hostetler, Supervisor of Buildings and Grounds. And I don't want to forget anyone, but we have a whole host of other people. Someone here from Safe Harbor, from the Chester County Food Bank, a number, obviously, of our students parents that have been instrumental in helping us along the way. So every person here has somehow been integral in helping us to become successful.
All right. We would like to take a few moments to give you a brief background on what got us to where we are today. 4 years ago, we began the Patton Garden Project with an idea and the support of our former principal, Bruce Vosberg. In a short time, we were able to secure funding to build our first beds and the greenhouse, and the project has just grown from there, thanks to the support of our current principal, Tim Hoffman, administration, building and grounds, and the school board. The gardens are an integral part of the family and consumer science classes, where the students learn about healthy eating, sustainable practices, and renewable resources. Also, giving back to others. In addition to cooking and gardening, the students in our Patton Project classes make quilts and pillowcases for sick children at AI DuPont Hospital for Children. Each year, our Patton Project class numbers continue to grow while more and more students find rewards with giving back to those in the community.
When it came to the solar panels, Kim and I realized that adding them would bring us one step closer to being completely sustainable and that the greenhouse would not have to draw from district energy sources. Our goal really is to make it completely sustainable with rain barrels in the future. With Bruce's support, we met with Bonnie and Will Mullen from Tri-M to discuss the possibilities of installing solar panels. Knowing that Tri-M has a great reputation for lending a helping hand to local organizations and worthy causes, they were the obvious choice of companies to turn to. When Bruce retired, Tim continued to support our efforts and Tri-M moved forward, securing materials from generous vendors who have known to have philanthropic tendencies and ones that are always willing to help out local schools. We'd like to acknowledge everyone from Tri-M and their vendors, United Electric Supplier, Rotec LLC, and Schletter, and present them with a special thank you. Someone from United Electric Supplier and Tri-M could please come forward. Our students have made plaques for you that they all signed, and it just has a picture of the solar array and our way of saying thank you. We would also like to call Tracy up, because I know that we can't hold her. Yeah. We have a basket for you too. All the baskets that are in the vegetables that are in the basket were picked this morning, except for one item because it's not in season right now, but it is something that we grow in the gardens. So we can't thank you enough for making our dream a reality. May I have the students with green cards come up? And also, I should give a nod over in the corner there by the light post to Neil Linkmeyer. His students were the ones that built the pergola over there. Thank you. The students that are here want to tell you a couple fun facts about the whole garden project. We've also got the cards on the table, so you can reference those later if you'd like to.
Garden-based learning provides hands-on experiential learning opportunities in a wide array of disciplines, including the natural and social sciences, math, language arts, visual arts, and nutrition, and has proven to increase social skills and standardized test scores.
We have donated over 5,000 pounds of fresh vegetables to the Kennett Food Cupboard, Chester County Food Bank, and local shelters.
The Patton Project has donated over 150 quilts and pillowcases to sick children at AI DuPont.
The Garden Initiative began 4 years ago and is at no cost to the taxpayers. It has been fully funded through grants, generous donations, and awards.
Longwood brings their National Teacher Institute for Garden-Based Learning teachers to visit the gardens each summer.
The Charles F. Patton Middle School is the Pennsylvania State Green Ribbon Schools nominee for 2014.
Next, we have several people that we have invited to speak. Was Senator Pileggi able to? Oh, good. We would love to call you forward, please.
Good morning. It's a pleasure for me to be here and help celebrate this occasion. Looking around and hearing the description of the project, it truly is a community project. To the vendors, Tri-M, and the suppliers of the flag hitting me in the back of the head here. It's all right. How about if I move over here? Contributions. It's a really great school district, great project. I'm a person who's had a small garden in my backyard for a number of years, and it's a great activity for all of the reasons that the students mentioned. And it strikes me that a lot of times people my age will be commenting on trying to get younger people away from their iPhone and their electronics collection, and there's no better extreme to get away from that than putting your hands in the dirt and digging and harvesting products of your labor over a period of time. And what strikes me about this is a number of people have gardens, and you've taken it to the next level, and you've connected it up with the more high-tech idea of solar panels generating electricity to support a greenhouse, and tied that all together. So I just want to congratulate the teachers and administrators who provided the leadership for this, and to the students who provide the time and energy. It wouldn't work unless you volunteered to participate in the program, and to all of those who helped supply the materials and labor from the community. Congratulations to all of you. I wish you the best.
Next, Representative Ross.
I came over here last summer and I was just absolutely stunned by what you guys have done here with the raised beds, and I hear that you're very competitive and you insist on being the biggest producer in Chester County and supporting the food bank. But sustainable energy, sustainable agriculture, service to those who are in trouble and need help with the food bank, healthy food, kids getting involved in doing what's needed to take care of their neighbors, good local businesses like Tri-M that are really involved in the school district and are trying to help make this all happen, and very engaged teachers who make it all, who lead the kids and give them a good model and help them do all this. This is just sort of I don't know, it's like a trifecta except even better. It's really incredible and outstanding. So what a good day today, and congratulations to everybody that's involved with it, and please keep up all the good work. You're learning some amazing lessons here, which I hope you're going to carry forward. You are the hope of the future, and I hope you young people keep on going in the way that you started. Thank you.
Mr. Tim Hoffman, our principal.
Good morning. I just want to take this opportunity to welcome everyone and thank you, Senator Pileggi and Representative Ross, for being here. One of the things that makes Patton Middle School a special place is, and a place of pride, is that the pride that the students have in the school and this program, and the pride that our teachers have in our school and our community. The solar array that you see here today is the latest addition to our Patton project in our Family Consumer Sciences. Last year, as you heard mentioned by one of the students, Patton Middle School is the only representative to be named by the state of Pennsylvania for representation at the little echo. Anybody else have that delay? Throwing me off a little bit. But we were proud to be the representative and represent the state at the national level for the National Green Ribbon Schools project. There are so many people to thank for their support, and first and foremost, obviously, is our family consumer science teachers. The effort and the energy that you don't see that goes into this project is unbelievable. So Betsy and Kim, thank you very much for everything you do. And I certainly would be remiss without thanking the students, because quite honestly, and it was referenced earlier, the Patton Project's an elective course. And so in order to take an elective, typically you have to give up another elective to do that. And it's very much appreciated, and the numbers are growing for the Patton Project. And we really appreciate the time that you take. It's a really important thing that you do, and to sacrifice at the expense of another course to further our cause of service, sustainability, and STEM education is admirable. So thank you, students. And of course, none of this is possible without district support, and the superintendent, Dr. John Sandville, our building and grounds crew, Mr. Hostetler and his team, and obviously our support of our PTO, for some of our financial projects, and just our outstanding custodial staff. Again, there's so much that goes into this behind the scenes that you just don't get to see. And so much hard work and a lot of people goes into this. But like all good community service projects, community businesses and donations are at the heart of the project. And thank you to Tri-M and its vendors who's partnered with us to help provide this solar array and many of the other things that you see here to help us integrate real-world STEM education into the curriculum at Patton Middle School. I couldn't be more proud and excited to be part of the ribbon cutting today, and I couldn't be more proud of our teachers and students. At this time, I'd like to turn it over to my predecessor and former Patton Middle School principal, Bruce Vosberg.
Again, I would like to echo what Tim said and thank everyone for their support of this Patton project. It was a dream a number of years ago with our family consumer science teachers, and it became a reality with the support of administration, buildings, and grounds. So I want to thank you all for being here. I'm proud of what they've done, and this is only a little bit of it. They have the high tunnels in the back that are truly incredible as well. So again, I want to thank you all for coming, and I want to thank the teachers that put this all together. Who's next?
Next, I'd like to call up Phoebe Kitson with the Chester County Food Bank. She is the Agency and Community Partnership Manager. First of all, this only happens because a lot of people said yes. A lot of people said yes. Because I can tell you the 1 in 8 people in Chester County who either need to go to a food cupboard to get food, or live in a homeless shelter, or have to escape to a domestic violence shelter to be safe, can't say yes. They struggle every day to figure out how to find food for their families and themselves. You guys make that happen by what you do here at this garden. And I know it's kind of hard to imagine, but here in the Chadds Ford Unionville School District, you have about 3% of the people living at poverty or below. You have a town 1.5 miles away where just under 40% are in need. So what you're able to do is provide fresh food and fresh vegetables for those families that may only be able to get non-perishables at the food cupboards. And what we're able to do at the food bank is augment that with our farmers and our gardeners who come and support you. You all know Mr. Len, he's obviously a big help, Len Dwinell, and Raina Ainsley, who runs our raised bed garden program. For those of you that aren't garden savvy, one box can produce 10 pounds of food for every week of the harvest season. So you can produce over 100 pounds in the course of, say, 10 weeks or 12 weeks. This school harvests from about March to almost December. So you guys blow that statistic right out of the water by doubling the amount of produce that you grow. The food bank, of course, works to serve all of those in Chester County. We're 6th in the nation for the amount of fresh produce that we can give to a client, as well as the non-perishables. That's because of what you guys do.
That's because of the support of the adults that are here this morning. And I just want to thank you very much, both as a parent of a student who's here at the school, who hopes my son will too get involved in a project like this, but also as a neighbor of this community, and I thank you guys very much. So the food bank is here. We're in it to win it. We're here to stick around. Each new innovation you come up with is remarkable. Each of the corporate partners make it possible. So thank you all very much.
Next, we'd like to call up our superintendent, John Sandville.
Thank you, Betsy. I'll echo the words of many of my predecessors here that this is, there's a lot of thanks to go around, but I'd be remiss if I didn't tell a little bit of a story that led to what is happening here today. I remember interviewing Kim Hissler 6 years ago, and she came in with broccoli and cauliflower from her own personal garden, and I asked her, I said, what is your vision for our family and consumer science program? And she said, I think we could have raised beds and we can donate what we grow and we can do all these things and have a club, and I think the kids would really enjoy it. And I tell you what, this has happened here, and your partnership with Betsy Ballard has been unbelievable. What you two get done is fantastic, and my hats are off to both of you. I just thank everyone for coming, and I thank you and Betsy.
Because I just saw her face, I also wanted to say a special thanks to Jan Grimes. Jan's son helped to build some things and help us do a bunch of things that needed to be done last spring as part of the community service hours that he needed to accomplish for the high school. But also she's responsible for helping us to get the right kind of grapevines that will eventually go over the top of the pergola and provide shade for the students when they're there for classes. So thank you, Jan. The next person is Lucy McClure, parent, PTO president, extraordinary person.
Thank you. Again, I'm Lucy McClure. I'm co-president of the Patton PTO, and my co-president, Lisa Ciccioni. We're very proud to be partners with Ms. Ballard and Ms. Hissler for our FCS programs at the school. When I was asked to say a few words, I thought that it struck me that inside the school, the kids are learning the 3 R's. But in our FCS programs, I feel that they're learning the 3 C's. Cultivation, compassion, and community. So with cultivating, they're cultivating an interest in gardening, ecology, recycling, cooking, sewing, and that's so important when most people buy their groceries at the grocery store instead of growing them themselves, or take their shirt to a tailor to sew a button on instead of doing it themselves. But they're also actually cultivating compassion to think about how their actions can help others that are less fortunate than themselves. And lastly, with community, they're helping the greater community, but they also are cultivating their own community within their classroom to have pride for what they're growing, for what they're harvesting, and making them aware of their place in the greater community. All of this, we've said it before, but I don't think it can be said enough, that all this wouldn't be possible without the leadership and vision of Ms. Ballard and Ms. Hissler. Their passion is infectious, and we are so grateful to have them as our children's teachers. So thank you, Ms. Ballard and Ms. Hissler, for cultivating a compassionate community at Charles F. Patton Middle School.
Next up, we felt that it was important that you heard from one of our students and what this has meant to them. So would Hadley McKnight please come up?
Good morning, distinguished visitors, administrators, faculty, and fellow students. My name is Hadley McKnight, and I am an 8th grade student at Patton Middle School. As a member of the Patton Project, I am excited to speak with you today. As a student in the Family and Consumer Science class here at Patton Middle School, we have the unique opportunity to put what we learn in the classroom and from our textbooks into a practical use. we learn the valuable life skill of growing food from seed or seedling. Although as we look around, we generally see a rural community based on agriculture, we are actually quite diverse. For some of us, this may actually be our first experience growing and harvesting fresh produce. I know from my standpoint, it is amazing to see how much food can actually be produced from a small area of land. The most rewarding part, however, of being part of the Patton Project is the fact that all of the food grown here goes directly to the Kennett Food Bank. It gives me such a great feeling inside to know that I have a direct hand in helping feed hundreds of people in need that live right here in this community. Now with the addition of these solar panels, not only are we producing fresh vegetables for our neighbors, we are doing it in an environmentally conscientious manner. The power produced from the sun saves money, but also helps save our planet. In preparation for this speech today, I did some research on quotes pertaining to gardening. I came across one that I found particularly relevant. The glory of gardening. Hands in the dirt, head in the sun, heart with nature. To nurture a garden is to feed not just on the body, but on the soul. The Patton Project has definitely taught me some amazing lessons in life, and it is an honor and privilege to be a part of such a wonderful program.
And last but not least, Colleen and Aiden Boyle. Colleen is a parent in the district. Aiden is a freshman over at the high school. He was part of the Patton Project. He and his three brothers have also been instrumental in a project that his brother started a few years ago that he'll tell you a little bit about. And I believe from talking to his brother that part of what helped to spur him on a little bit was being involved in the class.
Thank you, Ms. Ballard. Like Ms. Ballard said, I'm a parent of 4 boys in the district. My 2 older, Aiden and his older brother Brendan, went through the Patton Project here at the middle school, and it had quite an impact on their ability to be more involved with the community as a student. And I'm going to let Aiden just talk a little bit about what they've been able to put together as a result of the Patton Project.
Hello, I'm Aiden Boyle, and as Ms. Ballard said, me and my brother have been working on the Brown Bag Lunch Project. This project is, we make sandwiches for those who are in need and who are less fortunate and can't get the sandwiches. And the Patton Project really helped us have this idea to help these people, because it feels really great when you help the less fortunate and you know that you're making a difference in their lives. And doing this project has really helped me in life, and it has taught me a lot of lessons about helping and being a part of the community. Thank you.
Thank you very much to everyone. At this point, we will actually cut the ribbon. And we wanted to make sure that we got everyone up here. Tracy wanted to thank a few extra people, and then we will call several people forward to help cut.
Thank you, and it's great to see all of you students here and being involved. I think it's a really exciting program, and Triumph was very happy to participate and lend some help to your growing and your process here. I wanted to acknowledge a few Triumph people that actually did the hard work of constructing this. I want to recognize Chris Mock and Bobby Helsel from Triumph Electrical Construction. Chris couldn't be here this morning. I also want to recognize Dwight Kizin, John Dempsey, and there's many other people at Triumph as well that helped make this possible, but Dwight and John worked on the dashboard display that's in the lobby. So I'd like to thank them as well and the rest of the Triumph team. Thank you.
We would like to call the following people forward. Bruce and Tim, Senator Pileggi, Congressman Ross, John Sandville, Kim, and me.
And could we also have, please, Will Mullen, Dwight Kizin, John Dempsey, and Walt Mercure, please.
Betsy.
Ready? Put it up here too. Okay, should we count down? You guys get in there. Let's count down. 1, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you to everyone. Please tour the gardens. Help yourself to apple cider donuts, cider and apples water, and thank you Tri-M again for everything and their vendors. And apples from Bernard's.